Hey guys, welcome to our Tuesday team training call. Glad to see all of y'all's beautiful faces this evening. We're going over bingo parties. We were inspired by a superstar director. Back when Jessica first started, she started doing bingo parties. It's kind of the same, but a little bit different. We were just always worried about staying in compliance and stuff like that. So now we have like a plan on how to stay in compliance and do everything the right way. So it's pretty awesome. It's really cool. We were going to go over this on our team meeting on Friday. Yeah, but only 2 people showed up. So it's kind of hard to even, I mean, we talked about it, but it's just hard to play it out. Like, we literally wanted to have a bingo party with all of our team members, but it didn't work out that way. So, and it's going to be a little bit tough here because, you know, it's just us. But just going to walk you guys through it. I have a little cute text invite that I'm also going to post at the end of the call on our team page. We'll have the links to where you could order the bingo cards. And, oh, my God, my lashes look crazy. And the bingo cards and the bingo cards. So we'll share that with you guys at the end on our team page, of course. But we'll just walk you through it. Do we have any announcements?
No, I don't. No, nothing pressing that I can think of right now.
Besides of a challenge that we're doing with our with the leaders. But we also gave it to you guys, too, on our team page of trying to collect $500 in orders by Sunday. So every Sunday, we want to collect $500. That way we could have a 2,000 PRV month. I got 3. Jessica got 2. A couple of the leaders got 5. Some got 2. So we've been kind of messaging each other and challenging each other. And then we have it on our team page as well. Right now, our challenge is to sell some 10 bundles of the Mother's Day bundles. Make sure you guys know that it's while supplies last. So let your customers know that. So don't wait till the last minute to try to get some orders. They are beautiful bundles. We have that out. Right now, we have our bricks out. Challenge yourself to sell 10 bricks. Or they're 2 for $40?
2 for $40.
They're 2 for $40. So that's how I've been marketing them and sharing with my customers, 2 for $40. Try to sell a couple of those. What else do Scentsy give us this month? Is the Mother's Day one. Oh, don't forget to vote for the Bring Back My Bar. I know 2 of my favorites are on that list, which is Beach and Vanilla Suede. So they got my vote. That's going on. Other than any other announcements, just know that our live team meetings are every first Friday of the month. So you could go in your planner and your calendar and go ahead and start putting that in there now. They're normally at 7 o'clock. So we would love for all of y'all to make it one. We have the next 3 planned. The next one, hopefully if the weather is good, we're going to a park in downtown Dallas and have a little picnic and do some training. So I think that's going to be fun. It's going to be different. So yeah, so to the bingo parties. Basically it's just like a home party how you do your home parties. But what me and Jessica were talking about earlier is when you do a bingo party, really try to do it like you be the hostess and invite your girlfriends over and try to go from there. It's kind of like a relaunch for your business as well. And have a party at home, a bingo party. And that way you could use those, you're the hostess, so you'll use your free and half price for you. So you could build up a little stock. And when I say stock, I mean little prizes like room spray, scent circles, a Scentsy bar, that type of stuff, not big warmers or anything. To have on stock, so on your future bingo parties you'll have stuff. And I'm just saying that first just in case you're like, okay, well, we don't have product here and we can't do that. you can. And where there's a will, there's a way. And then you could use samples, and you could use washer whiffs. If you're new, you could use I don't know what all comes in your kit nowadays, but I know that you get a room spray and a car bar, and again, washer whiff samples are huge. That's a huge hit. If we don't have washer whiffs in your kit when you join, get with your sponsor or your upline. I'm sure they'll spare you some washer whiffs to have that. So just keep that in the back of your mind of like, we go through our setup, and as we give away prizes, don't feel like you can't do it because you don't have stock. Do you want to say anything before I go on?
I think that's good.
She's making me nervous, like she's watching me or something. So, my home parties are really, really simple. First off, I ask my hostess if they have a warmer there. If they have a warmer there, I ask her, which one is it, or what size, what size is it? That way I know I won't bring it, and we'll just use what she has. I won't bring that size or that warmer, and we'll just use hers. But I really try to have my setup as a nightlight, Scentsy Go, a element, and I try to have the scent of the warmer, the warmer of the month there on hand as well, to show that as a special. And then a diffuser and our regular size warmers. So again, sounds like a lot, but it really isn't a lot. It all fits in my little rolly bag, like it's sitting right here. I'll show you in a little bit. So that's what I use. I'll take my Scentsy tablecloth, and I'll take a basket party and my join folders. So as I come in and I start the party, I welcome everyone. I introduce myself. As people are coming, I'm giving them their clipboards, and I've already made these night before. So I have them ready. So I lay them down on the table, have my baskets with the testers on the tables. I use what the customer has. I don't come in and bring an extra table. I don't bring chairs. I use what the customer has there. Whether she has us on her dining room table, or she has us on her bar in the kitchen, or on the sofa, in the living room on the sofas. But I have my little clipboards, and I have these set. And I give everyone one of these. I first off tell them to fill the order form on the top, and this is just something that I do, that I have them put their favorite number on here. Between 1 to 20, or however many guests that I'm gonna have. Like if it's 20 people there, I'll do 1 to 50, pick a number, put it on here. And I tell them because I'm gonna have a drawing at the end of the party for a gift. But the reason why I do that is because I really want them to put their information on the order form. And I want like their phone number, their name, and their email address. They don't have to put their address. Only if they're going to order, you do want them to put their address if you're delivering it. But I make sure that they put that information there and put that number. That's just the way I get them to fill that out. So I'll just go over with them what's on the clipboard really quick before we start. But I tell them, as people are coming in, feel free to start smelling the scents. We have a like and love it sheet. I believe it's on our team page, but I don't use that anymore. I feel like that took too much time for them to be like, let me see, where's this scent, and then to print those papers off. Yeah, my ink, I don't roll that much with ink like that. So I do a wish list, or it doesn't have to be a Scentsy wish list. It could be, you could buy these little, I don't know, what do you call these? Like even Post-its if you have that. But dollar store, Dollar Tree, you could buy these little, sheets of paper. You kind of get the point. And I tell them as they're smelling the scents, write down their favorites, or write the ones that they like down on here. So they're doing that as people are showing up, or if they all showed up, that's where they start. And when everyone is there, I probably give it like 15 minutes after the time, because we're on a time limit, right? After I do the welcoming and, as they come, I do an icebreaker. And that is a little bit so I could get out of my comfort zone, because I'm a goofball and I love to laugh and have fun. And this is what your Scentsy parties are about. Make sure you're having fun and you're not being like boring, because then they won't host another party from you, or someone won't book a party with you if you're just kind of like, see you uncomfortable. So I just like to always goof around, laugh a lot. So I do an icebreaker to get me out of my comfort zone. One icebreaker game that I play, you may want to get on here and see what questions, because squirrel I won't.
Okay.
Is we play it a lot at our team game, our team meetings. Is they'll pick some testers out. Like I'll pick 3. I already kind of have them ready, and I'm like, I need 3 girls to come up here, and we're gonna act out. We're gonna have an acting game. So I'll like give them testers. I don't know. These are complicated. I should have pulled them out.
These are complicated.
But okay, well, so like this one, it says strawberry swirl. Like they have to act it out, and the others need to guess what they're acting out, what scent they're acting out. So it's fun. Everyone starts laughing, and it gets crazy. And the one who guesses gets a little prize. I'll give her a sample of washer whiffs, or I'll give her a scent circle, something really small. I'll do that icebreaker game, or I'll do this little game that I've had for years. Don't judge. I need to look for a new one, because look how beat up my sheet is. Like I need a new one, and I need to laminate it. But it's why Scentsy, and it's basically explaining what Scentsy is. I'll have the hostess read this, and every time, like it's even highlighted, the word Scentsy is said as she's reading this, they're passing a Scentsy bar. So whoever has that Scentsy bar at the end of explaining what Scentsy is, gets to keep the Scentsy bar. So they're like listening, because they're listening for the next Scentsy word to pass the bar, because they want it. So at the same time, they're listening to what Scentsy is all about. So that's just another icebreaker game that I play at the beginning. I kind of went past all that. Okay. So another thing I have on my setup is a calendar. I make sure I have a calendar, and I have the dates highlighted that I am able to do my Scentsy parties. And sometimes I have a little special dates, like with a little heart or a little star on that highlighted date, and I tell them there's 2 dates that I have special dates this month. If you book on this date, you'll get an extra prize from me. And they all like, who doesn't like free stuff, right? So, hopefully they're all fighting for the date with that special little mark on there. So I have that with me. And as I'm going through the bingo setup, again, it's just a different way to have a home party. It makes it fun, and it's new. It's the new thing right now in the Scentsy game. So we're gonna play 6 rounds of bingos. So we'll have 6 bingo sheets. I give everyone a highlighter with their clipboard, and we'll play bingo. I'll play 2 rounds, and then I'll stop. So the other superstar director kind of did it this way. Like she's like, I-24, we have over 80 scents, and they're all in the testers, but this is how they look. They come in the bar. There's 8 cubes on here. She explains the product that way, and then she's like, B10. She's doing it as she's explaining the product. But I feel, and Jessica felt, like it's more, you'll get more of their attention if you play 2 rounds of bingo, pause, and then explain the product. So you could play 2 rounds of bingo, you'll pause, and you'll explain. We have different size of warmers, different decor to match your home decor or your office space. And you could kind of go over, like, here's our element warmers. Here is our, I don't know, we don't even have full-size warmers, because they're all from, 55 to 40 to 45. We have our nightlight warmers. Then you would kind of explain, like, these are good for a small room, restroom, or a small office space. And our element warmers have no light bulb. It is a hot plate. You still need to plug it into the wall. So these are good for if you want it pitch dark in your room at nighttime and you don't like the light bulb, then an element warmer is just right for you in your bedroom. I also explain like element warmers are good for a small bedroom as well. I wouldn't rely on the element warmer to smell your whole living room or your whole house up. And you just kind of explain the different warmers that we have. So then you'll play another 2 rounds and you'll stop and then reading my notes real quick. You explain the basket party. So you'll say, you know, I have a basket party with me today is looking for someone to take it home with you and earn free and half price items. If you collect $500 in orders, I'll say who wants $75 in free product. And, you know, it keeps them wondering. So then I have that. I leave that question out there. I don't even tell them you have to collect $500. I just say, who wants to earn $75 in free products? This bag is waiting to go home with you. So I just leave that. And I just leave that open because they're thinking like, okay, how am I going to, because I'm going to take that bag home with me. How am I? It just gives them a question in their head so they could ask me. They're either going to ask me there or I'll kind of stop and say, all questions I'll answer at the end of our bingo thing. And the reason why is because you could either make it into another game so they could ask questions or so y'all could just stay on track and not, so you won't fall off. And then you'll play.
One thing that I might add, because I remember when we did these way back when, one thing I would probably do, and it just as she's explaining it, it just came into my mind, is before we used to get raffle tickets. So like when we would talk about hosting or about the party, right? Even though we wouldn't put it in those terms, kind of more like what Lucy said, but you can say, what I'll probably say now is, talk about the $75 free. If you take one of these with you and try to earn $75 in free products, everyone who takes one or schedules one, because maybe you don't have more than one, right? Maybe you only have one to show, but if they schedule, whether it be this or a home party right then and there, you say you'll get an extra bingo card and you'll play an extra game. So maybe somebody wants to play an extra game and you could give them an extra bingo card, but it's only for those people who now become your hostesses. So just think about that.
Okay. So then you'll play another round, 2 rounds of bingo because you're playing a total of 6 games. After that, you'll stop and you'll talk about the opportunity. In my case, I go over my Y bag. That's always again, like I told y'all, I'm like so afraid to talk to strangers. Like I have to laugh or I have to like just be me. And that's the real me, is I'm goofy and I laugh. And so I have to do something that's like I'm comfortable doing. So I go over my Y bag. And for you, it could just be like, and of course, that's when I share if we have any specials like this month. If it's not this month, but it's an example. Or this month it's $49 to start your own business or to join me or travel with me or, whatever the special is. But I'll go over my Y bag with that on that point.
So I have a Y box. I don't have it so super cute, but like you can, if you guys, I don't know how many, there was quite a few people on. So if you've never seen Lucy's Y box, it's just different things of like why I work my business, right? I could pull this out and be like, hey, this is, I like making extra cash, or all of our magnets where we've been to Nashville, we've been to Kansas City, we've been to Mexico. Maybe have a picture of your kids, just different things like that. So just so you can. Yeah, just different ideas like that. A watch, you work around your own, in your own time, your own schedule. Different things like that. And at the end of my Y bag, what makes it really funny is I have a bra and, I pull this bra out and I'm like, either say my family supports me during this business because they love to have mom time, time with me, time that I'm not working an 8 to 5 job, or my husband supports my business because he gets to
travel with me for free. So different, you know, something different like that. But the whole key is the support on the bra. So it always makes everybody laugh. So I'm like, okay, I did my job on that. So we'll talk about the opportunity. And then give any specials if there's any specials. Of course, you have on your little clipboard, you have your Scent of the Warmer and Scent flyer on here. Jessica had a special. She just did a party, so her special was she had a coupon. If you spend $75 with me today, you get $5 off. And she had that little coupon on the clipboard. So like, you know, someone had a $60 order, they're like, oh, well, I might as well order another $15 more so I could get $5 off. Or, you know, someone's at $70, let me just order another Scentsy bar so I could get, you know, $5 off. So that's really smart. That's kind of just like upselling as well. And then you want to upsell, you want to go to your bundles. So automatically when they come into the bingo game or to your party, they're spending $30 for a 6 round of bingos, and that's something that I skipped. So I had a checklist here and I don't know where it went. Something about that. Boom. It's not. See, squirrel, I get so like out of it. But we were saying right now, like, because I had a bingo party on Sunday. Let me just go back. I'm sorry. I had a bingo party on Sunday. 2 people showed up, so the bingo party was not, it failed, right? So Jessica was like, well, maybe we should make them pay before they come to the party. And that was a great idea. Like, set up a PayPal link or take their payment through Facebook, however you want to take their payment. But make it easy for them, just like the link, then they pay. So they could pay before showing up. So say your party is on Sunday. You want to let your hostess know that whoever is going to attend her bingo party has to have it paid by Wednesday, the $30. So when they pay the $30, they're automatically getting a 6-pack of bars, right? And that in their head, that's what, okay, I'm going to play bingo. I'm going to get a 6-pack of bars, play bingo, plus I might win some extra products. However, at the end of the party, when you're closing the orders and seeing what scents they like, okay, this is her, she wants a 6-pack, okay, she wants these bars. Automatically, I have my bundle and save page put up. And I tell her, okay, well, you could get 2 warmers and, you know, these bars and make her a bundle, show her the bundle packages, right? And then I like Jessica's special idea is like spend $75, you get $5 off. So automatically they're looking at a bundle packet that's around that amount, right? So you're upselling them. So you're making more than your just $30, because if 7 people show up to your bingo party, and that's $210. So your hostess, or you, if you're the hostess, you get automatically the $25 in free product, then your half price items. But you want your sales to be more. You want to leave that party with a $500 party, or PRV or more. So by upselling, you're getting your foot in the door, so you could get more orders than just the 6-pack of bars that they're purchasing for playing the bingo. So paying before going to the party is a great idea. Having that link set up. What else?
I think that for the most part, one of the biggest things that I think that, well, let me go back to when I used to do the bingos, and probably one of the things that I think was more successful was when I had them pay up front. The cool thing is that doing it this way, they're paying up front the $30, but in the same token, they're walking away with something. So I actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell them, like, you're going to get your $30. You can show up to the bingo. We're going to play extra bingos, and so you're going to get a chance to win more product But worst case scenario, you don't show up, you already are going to have your 6-pack. So there's no way they can back out on that, right? So you want to just make sure that they pay that $30 up front. If someone is hosting it, I would tell them for us to make sure that this works, you have to have a minimum of 7 people. I'm not even telling them 7, I'm telling them 8. 8 will ensure that you have a $240 party. And in the same token, just like Lucy said, I think that each person will kind of have to get their flow of the party. But this is definitely something that can be very, very, very good for your business, because I will tell you what I used to do. What we did is we did like maybe 4 months straight. And I picked, it was a Thursday during the week, and it was at 7 o'clock. So we made flyers that literally, so whoever came, we literally gave them a flyer, right? But we made 4 dates, 4 months in a row, right? So these people would get used to, like, okay, you know, every 3rd Thursday of the month, Jessica's hosting a bingo party. So it's like they know for the next 4 months, that Thursday nights, on that night, that was when I was on that 3rd week of, or, you know, 3rd Thursday of the month. That's when I'm going to have my bingo party. I had it at a set location. I had it actually at my, at a set location. So that's where it was at for the rest of the 4 months. They knew where it was going to be at, and they could come back if they wanted to. We would do things the same way, just like you do a party. If you bring someone, you get an extra bingo card. Just different things like that. And by the end of those 4 months, I want to say we had, like, the last bingo that we had there, we probably had like 35 people show up. It was insane. Like, it was crazy. So they really, really do work. I had so many people that joined from those bingos. I had so many people that took basket parties and rebooked home parties from those bingos. I still have customers till this day that still order for me that came through along the way in those branches of, you know, people that came to a bingo. Another really cool thing that, if you guys haven't seen Allison's video, is that, and I never would have thought about it like this, but maybe someone needs a fundraiser, right? Maybe you know a youth group, or maybe you know an organization or whatever. You could do one of these as their fundraiser. Have a bingo night strictly for the organization. Have all of them, invite everybody. They pay $30 to play. They're gonna walk away with their 6 bars. Now, don't get overwhelmed, because you don't have to have stock to give them 6 bars that day. It's the same thing. You order them. So they're going to get their $30 in product, but at the same time, you can go ahead and, you know, play your 6 bingos or whatever it is that you want to do. But in that same token, you're going to be able to give them the, you know, whatever it is that you want to give them as far as your commission, however that works. But I just really like that she gave us that idea that you could actually do a fundraiser for that. Like, that's freaking crazy. Like, I never would have thought of that. But you can make it like a 1-day fundraiser. Like, come in, invite everybody you can. It's going to be from this time to this time. You can have your display out, right, just the same way. And they can purchase stuff right there in the same token. I mean, just imagine if you did have a fundraiser and you actually had, like, a vendor booth set up where you could actually sell product there, and at the same token play your fundraiser and your bingo, and all the proceeds would go to the organization. It's a really, really good way to think outside of the box, because I never even thought about having a fundraiser just like that. And I've been doing this for 7 years. It wasn't something that just popped in my mind that you could do this just like that. Like, duh. So there's several different ways that this can benefit your business. Now, if you're not part of the online virtual party group that Edie, Superstar Director Edie Pelletier runs, I would highly recommend that you can even search in our group, because we've posted it before. Go find it, because there is also a way that you can do this strictly online. And it can be within compliance, and, you know, maybe, again, you have your PayPal set up, your Facebook Pay, whatever type of payment option you offer, other than cash, you could have them, you know, pay and say, hey, online, this is when I'm going to host this party at this time. And everybody can jump on, everybody can watch, however you want to do it, and you play bingo in the same exact way. It's a little bit different because it is virtual. You don't go anywhere, and they come and connect with you, but there are ways that you can do it that will definitely help you. And just think, if you hosted one of these every single month for your business, you could potentially have a $500 party just from that one bingo, like literally from that one bingo.
True story. So this is really awesome because it benefits the hostess and her guests, or anyone that shows up to a bingo party, because they're getting product. You know, they're not just paying $30 and not getting anything to play. You know, when you go play bingo, it's like a gamble. You know, you pay for your cards, but it's like, I win, I don't get anything. They're going to get something because they're going to get their 6-pack of bars. So they go into the party knowing like, okay, I'm going to get 6-pack of bars. Well, what if it's someone that's new to Scentsy, doesn't even own a warmer? Like, boom, like they're going to get a warmer. They're going to want to purchase a warmer. They're going into the party like, okay, I'm going to get a 6-pack of bars for the 30, but I'm going to spend extra because I need a warmer to warm my scents in. That's what happened on Sunday with me. 2 people showed up to her party. So it was the hostess and me and 2 of her friends. I still left the party with a little over $200 in orders out of just the 2 people that ordered. The hostess hasn't even sent me her order yet. So, and one of the girls used to sell Scentsy. She already knew what she wanted. She ordered like $120 worth of stuff. The other girl ordered like, I don't know, another $100 worth of stuff, and she even took a basket party home with her. I played 2 rounds of bingo with them. I didn't make them pay $30 because there wasn't 7 people, so it wouldn't, you know, I was just like, let's just play for fun because I wanted to practice. And so I told them they were my guinea pigs. I wanted to practice. So we played 2 rounds, and I just gave both of them some washer whip samples. But it was fun. Like, I can't wait to play with a crowd of 7 people. I was introduced to this last week, so I kind of text my favorite customer, and I was like, I need a favor. I need a practice party. Will you be my guinea pig and host a bingo party for me? She loves hosting parties. So she's like, yes, of course. So, you know, it could have been too late, last minute. But now that we added to pay for your cards before, I like that idea because whether they show up or not, you still had their payment and you could still put the order in for them. What else?
Oh, Lucy has her hostess coaching. So we had that on the list. I think that's super, super important because just like with anything else, and I want you to understand something, because the concept of this is you could do it on your own, right? And you become the host. Or you can have a person that wants to host a party but make it a Scentsy Bingo / home party, right? Well, if you are the host, this is what I want you to understand is that you can play 5 bingos, you can play 6 bingos. The only reason Allison made it 6 bingos is because she was able to get 6 gifts. I want to say for what, $15, like with the free and the half price stuff is what she gave. But what I want you to understand is everybody's going to find their jam, right? They're going to find their way they want to work this bingo. But what I want you to understand, and I don't want it to discourage somebody who may be new and does not have any stock. You don't have to have stock to be successful at this or to have one. You could just do samples. If you had your kit and you had 1 bar, guess what? Go get some oversized samples and give them those. Whatever you want to do, don't not do because you don't have anything to give away. You can make it as simple as those products that Lucy's holding. We wrap some ribbon around it, and that can be a gift. It doesn't have to be in a fancy bag. It doesn't have to be a warmer. It doesn't have to be a room spray. Don't break the bank because you want to give away all this stuff now. Don't get me wrong. If you have 10, 15, 20 people that show up, by all means, you know what I mean? The more, the merrier, the better, and the more free and half price stuff you're going to get, right? But don't discourage yourself or your team members to not have one because they don't have stock, because it's not necessary. People are going to still have fun. They're going to still come. They're going to still smell the scents. They're going to still want to know about the product, even if you're not giving away whatever. But just imagine if you had, let me just show you real quick. I want to do the math for you because I will tell you on average when we had our bingos, we had on average 15 people that would show up. If you do 15 people times $30, that's $450. Just think, you'll be able to get how much? That's pretty much a $500 party. Just think if you got $75 in free products and you got 3 half price items, what you could give away if you wanted to do that, right? So I guess what I'm trying to say is you can do as small of gifts as possible and you can do give away as much as you want. But what I'm trying to say is don't break the bank and don't discourage yourself from not having one because you feel like you don't have any product to give away. Because I mean, you can do it if you get with your sponsor or the person that enrolled you into the business, because I'm sure that if they don't have anything that they can help you with, they can ask their sponsor or director. But that is basically the gist of what we wanted to show you guys, because again, we did have a team meeting this past Friday and attendance was black. Just saying. So we kind of wanted to give everybody else that may not be local a chance to kind of talk about the bingo. If you guys have any questions, now is your time. I think for the most part, that's what and again, I'll tell you, everybody's going to find their way they want to work this bingo. And it may be, Lucy has some pieces of her home party that she already uses and feels comfortable with. She just has to interject them in between however she's going to do it with the bingo. And same thing for me. I've done these bingos before, so I already know what worked and where I interjected it to wherever. So just, if you've already had a home party, great. Then guess what? The only extra you do is play bingo. And you talk about every buy, host, join. That's it. If you haven't had a home party, maybe you take a quick 5 seconds to write down the run of your party, how you want to do it. And then you do it. So, is anybody have any questions that maybe we did not go over or something that you still have a question about? $14 people, yay. We had 16 earlier.
You're muted, so FY.
Oh, yeah.
Unmute yourself if you have a question.
Who's going to be brave and go schedule a party? Saying.
That's actually what I wanted to do at the end of this call.
Yes, she
did. Let's pull y'all's phone out and at least text 5 people to ask them.
How would you like to, okay, who? Amanda said me. So that means you're going to schedule one, Amanda? Is that what that means? Sorry. Brianna said me. That mean you're going to schedule one? Did this help you guys understand it a little bit more? Because I know that it can be, I'm going to try to have a monthly one. Yay! I'm telling y'all, dude, if you schedule it for 4 months, literally say, okay, so the next 4 months or the next 6 months or however, that can literally be your home party every single month, right? So whether you have something on the books or you don't, I'm working on a virtual bingo. Yay, set date first Monday or Thursday. Yes.
Love it.
How many rounds of bingo do you, what does that say?
Do you usually play and how long do they take? So you play 6 rounds of bingos. We haven't really.
Well, I will say, let me say this. When we used to have our bingos, I'm going to schedule one and see if anyone wants to have one. Sweet. So when we used to play our bingos way back when, we used to do 10 rounds of bingo. Now, again, it was a little bit different than this, but I literally had it scheduled down to a science, no joke. What I gave away, how I gave away. I had a drawing when they first got here for who was the first, the early birds. They got into a drawing. We had 10 rounds of bingo and then 1 grand prize at the very end. The grand prize was the card game, and I would play the card game over and interject those between every bingo. With that being said, 10 bingos, and so you can play as many bingos as you want doing it this way. The only reason Allison said 6 is because a $200 party, she calculated 6 bingos with 6 prizes that fit a good budget, if that makes sense. But you can have 2 bingos, 5 bingos, 6 bingos, however many bingos as you want. Just remember, guys, you don't want to give away more than you're making.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to do that. And my bingos, doing the 10 bingos with the drawing in the beginning, 10 bingos, like legit on time. And I would do, just like Lucy said, my rundown was I would play a couple of bingos. I would do an icebreaker, a welcome, a drawing in the very beginning for the early birds. We would play a couple of games. I would stop and I would talk about some products. I would play a couple more games. I would stop. I literally had an intermission for 5 minutes, just like they do at the bingo hall. And I would tell them if they wanted to get like something to drink, they wanted to get something to eat, and we would do it like we would do Mexican bingo, which is called loteria. That's what we did. I didn't do this bingo. I did loteria, and we would have, I did it like a Spanish themed night. So I would have margaritas. I would have chips and dip, and that was it. Chips and hot sauce. Chips and salsa is what I would have. So it was like a Mexican themed type of loteria night, right? So ours took the max 2 hours. And that was from the beginning to the end, literally. Like, taking people's orders at the end, playing the 10 bingos, talking to anybody that was lingering around about anything, scheduling parties, and talking to anybody who may have want for more information about becoming a consultant. So literally, I never took more than 2 hours. If you're going to play, I would say a good party where you get in, you get out, would be around an hour and a half.
2 hours.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To 2 hours by the time you pack stuff up and you leave, and schedule that amount of time so you give yourself time if somebody wants to talk to you about the opportunity, or somebody has any other questions about the product, or whatever it may be. And where you can actually go over, because that's what I do. Even at bingos, at home parties, whatever, I tell them, I go to each one of them and I fill out their order form for them. Now, if I have 40 people at bingo, I'm probably not going to be able to fill out an order form for each person individually and talk to them and have one-on-one. But I literally fill out the order form and talk to them, because I want to make sure that I, 1, get everything right, get their payment information, 2, that I have all of their information on there. And the most important thing is to tell them, what do you think about having one of these parties for yourself? I ask every single person, again, one-on-one in person, to book a party. So that's kind of what I do. And I would say, again, about 2 hours.
And I would say it just depends on how long the party bingo session lasts, is how you're playing that bingo for that round. I wouldn't do anything out of the ordinary like a blackout, because you're going to take a little longer doing that. Just do, the middle, the 4 corners, diagonal or whatever, like just kind of do them simple, but yet, do a little fun one here and there. But I wouldn't do a blackout just because it'll last longer. And as that was one of our things on our list, was food. Mm-hmm. Make it simple. Don't have, let your hostess, or if you are hosting it, don't have a whole meal, because you want them playing the bingo, listening to you, and not really worried about what they're eating. So something light, cheese and crackers, chips and dip, wine, bottle of water, whatever. Keep that part really simple. Something they could just have there while they're playing, and not literally have a whole meal
where they get distracted.
Yeah. And they keep going to the kitchen for more, and they're not focusing on the party, and you lose them. Control your parties. That's something that I would say, because when you get a bunch of women in one room, they're just like
reel them back.
Control your parties. And when I say control your parties, have fun. Like, if you keep their attention by having fun, by playing games, by being fun, you'll keep their attention. If not, they'll just kind of like, oh, why are you doing this? So just really control your parties. At my regular home parties, I don't I tell the hostess not to bring the food out until I'm done and I'm out of your hair, because then they keep going to the kitchen. But since they're playing bingo and, you know, of course, give them something to drink. But since they're playing bingo and if you have something light like chips and dip on the table, then that's simple. That's all they need. So any questions? Anyone do online and go live?
I have not done an online one yet, so that's in the works. But I am.
I think we all should try it. I think there's an app.
Hey, isn't there? Yes, there is an app, but isn't there a video of somebody did it online? I can't remember.
Yeah, Edie. Yeah, Edie did it.
That's what I was talking about earlier.
Where is it at? Like, where is it posted at?
On her page on the online virtual parties.
Facebook.
Okay.
It's that group. If you find it, will you share it on the page? I think we have before, but just so we can share it again. Oh, and Lucy has a really cool graphic. That's what I was gonna say. Did I say that earlier?
I told them.
Oh, okay, good. I was like, send that to me right now. So yeah, we'll post it if she hasn't already.
But yeah, any other questions?
But I think it's a great idea to literally, like, because I know a lot of us are like, you know, scared or have some type of concept like, I don't know if I can have a home party every single month, right? Like, I don't know if I can open my house to every single month or a specific location where I can have somebody come over every single month. But if you do it this way, people want to play bingo. I don't know about you, but I won't throw myself under the bus. I'm a gambler. So there are people that would love to go and know that, like, okay, every third Thursday, you know, Jessica's having a party. You know, she's having a bingo party where I can win some free stuff, right? So just think about that. If you guys have a VIP page, maybe you might want to post that there. Like, I posted a graphic that said, who likes bingo? And just to kind of get some feedback. And then maybe you want to start with your VIP group first if you want to try to do it online. You know what I mean? Maybe you just go straight into one of your friends has one online for you. The possibilities are endless. And if you are that person that you're like, I don't know about having a home party for myself every single month. But if you do this, your people get used to that set date of the week and the time of the month that they will be receptive to want to come back. Like, I've seen it when we did it. And it every week it was like the attendance was higher and higher. So definitely a way to have fun, and because we would, like, I know Tiffany's on, Lucy came to one, Tiffany did them with me. I don't know, I don't see Marisol. Marisol used to do those with us, and what we used to do also is, which you can do it too, is maybe you have a new consultant, or maybe you have a team, and what we did is we literally had a place. And we had tables. So we would have, each consultant would have a table, and that consultant would invite her 8 to 10 people. They sat at that one table, and then, so it was like, I had my party there. Tiffany had her party there. Marisol had her party there. And at the same time, each one of us talked about different pieces in the party, and we did it as a group effort. It was a way for us to get together and work our business. It was a way for us to get higher PRV. It was a way that if one of us stumbled, the other one would help us. It was a way for us to train. So if you have a new team member that just joined, invite them to your monthly bingo. Show them how they literally legit would do a party, because it's all the same thing. It literally comes down, it's a party. It's just a different way that you're having the party because you're playing bingo. So, but you're covering the same thing. So it was also at the same time that we did that, it was a teaching opportunity for our new team members that we could invite and show them, hey, come check this out. So that next month, if you want to invite someone, you can invite your people and have your own table and have your own party. That makes sense. Any questions? Alrighty, guys. So y'all have any questions before we go?
I see someone posted a the mock party that Edie did on our team page. I'm trying to pull it back up. Amanda, so thank you for sharing that. So you could click on that and it's still open, so you could scroll through there and see how she did it. Then I also posted the her regular online virtual party group, so you could be on there for. She's really, that's basically how she works. Her business is online, so she's amazing on that. But yeah.
So if you are still on, there's some people still on, just as we say every week, if you learn something, make sure you go and you comment on our team page. I don't care if you're brand new and today was your first call. Go on there if you learned something to share with other people and tell them why they should get on these weekly calls. Be looking forward. Like I said, we plan the next 4 months already for our monthly team meetings. Please stay connected with us from week to week, because we are really going to drive the point home of a 2K month and 2 new team members every single month. If you think about that, why do you want a 2K month? Because you want to get that extra bonus, right? That percentage that you get extra because you go from 20 to 25 to 30. You want to be in front of more people, because the more people that you're in front of, the more easier it's going to be for you to recruit people. But if you're in front of less people, it's harder. So, and in the same token, if you have team members and you're trying to promote, you really need to hit a 2K month or start getting getting used to hitting that 2K month, because that is only going to fuel you and push you further and closer to any type of promotion that you are trying to earn. So those are just 3 reasons why you should want to be hitting the 2K month. And I'm telling you guys, like, having a monthly bingo party will definitely get you there. And just think, if you could have 1 a week online, what it could do for your business. Think about that. That's about it. Be looking out for all of our live team meetings, just like we talked about. We have them first Friday of every single month. And just know, and it's always been scheduled, it's always been the same thing, that the week we have a live team meeting, we do not have a call. So we don't have a call scheduled that Tuesday that we have a live team meeting. So that's why we did not have a call last week. We didn't have it because we had a live team meeting. So any other Tuesday, unless something crazy awkward happens to me and Lucy, then we have a call at 8:30 Central Standard Time. I would highly, highly encourage you guys to, if you have even 1 team member, to reach out to them, because I'm going to be totally honest with you. Attendance, I'm happy about today. Attendance on these calls had really dropped. Attendance in team meetings has really dropped. And I think that, we take the time out of our schedule to do these for you guys, for you to learn, for you to gain knowledge, and for your businesses to grow. So take advantage of those opportunities. Put it on your calendar, because the day of the week is not going to change. It's always going to be on a Tuesday at 8:30 Central Standard Time for our team call, and the first Friday of every month, unless there's some unexpected circumstance, it's going to be the first Friday of every single month. So make sure that you have that in your calendar, so that way, because I'm going to tell you, maybe you're busy, maybe you can't get on, maybe you can't do any of that. But if you have team members, be the best sponsor that you can be, or the best director or leader that you can be, by inviting them on. Your people don't know us personally. Most of them don't. They know you because they joined you for a reason. Make sure that you are connecting with them, that you are sending them a text, that you are inviting them to the call. Because if you're not, they get a random text or a random email from us. They don't really know who we are in the big scheme of things. They know who you are because they joined you for a specific reason. Be the best sponsor / leader that you can be and invite them on the call so that they can be engaged and they can be that much more successful just as you. So that's kind of my spiel I wanted to add because attendance has been sucky. So just saying. If anybody has any questions, but again, I know there's probably got to be 10 to 12 people that are still on here. Please, please, please go post something on our team page that you learned today, something that inspired you, an aha moment, something that you're going to do, something that you've been doing that has worked because you saw confirmation of that in this call today. But I'm going to upload this just as soon as I can and make sure that you share this with your team. Your team may not always see our Facebook page, but you can grab that YouTube link as soon as it's up and you can send it out to your 5 team members and say, hey, I have a challenge. Whoever watches this and tells me one thing that they learned, you're going to be entered into a challenge to win a bar and some baggies from Walmart, whatever the case may be. But encourage your team to get on these calls because that is the only way you're going to build a successful team and a team that's actually working. So that's about it, Lucy. You have anything else to add?
No, ma'am. I'm hungry.
I'm starving. 12 still on. Sweet. All right, guys. Well, until next week, make sure that you stay tuned for our weekly 500 because that is what we're trying to do to encourage you to hit 2K a month. With those 2K in sales, you should be able to recruit 1 to 2 people and build the momentum that your business needs to not only sustain your title or your business or your paycheck, but to increase it and grow it.
And to get some incentive trip points.
Oh, yes, because we are in incentive trip point season. Feels like we've been in all year, which we actually have. But that's about it, guys. I hope you have a great night. And let us know if you have any questions.
Peace out. Here, I don't know how to close.
Lord, she can't stop recording.